Odell, it's Michael and Don. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. So how important was that win for your team?
It was a must-win. Not so much from a record standpoint, but just breaking that barrier. We were knocking on the door, and opportunities were there, and we fell short of those for the first two games. And it was great to finally be able to, capitalize and learn from our mistakes and fix things and go in and fight and call for a win.
See, Michael and I were debating that because John Beeson had called it a must-win, and I thought it was because statistically it's almost impossible to make the playoffs when you start 0-3. I think 2% of teams that have started 0-3 have gone to the playoffs. Was that talked about, just if what a loss would have done to your chances of ever even thinking about going to the playoffs?
No, we never really talked about it like that. We just kept it as, this is a game we got to win. And it was just for those reasons, it was one of those games we needed to win, and we got the job done. But we didn't really talk much about percentages of going to the playoffs after, a record of 0-2 or anything like that.
Very little single coverage, but Eli noticed when there was single coverage and you guys struck for a touchdown. How excited do you get when you see just one guy on you?
It's great. It's just an opportunity to, it's you versus another man, and then you just see who wants to make the play more. And, I love competing, and I'm going to try my best to make the plays every single time. And I just feel like, the play call was perfect for what coverage we ended up being in, and it ended up working out perfectly. And, Eli put the ball up in the air and gave us opportunity, and we were able to make a play. So it was a great moment.
Everybody, including Victor Cruz, who was not in uniform, seemed ecstatic that Rueben Randle got that touchdown. I mean, how big was that for his psyche after a couple of drops and a couple of tough games to come up as big as he did last night for your club? I
don't think it's anything bigger than the normal to Rube. I think it's something that he expects of himself every single game, is to score and to go for 100 yards or 100-plus yards, whatever the case may be. And I was just happy to be able to see him, when the ball came his way and he was able to make his plays and help us get a win.
In any kind of sport, like, the wide receivers hang out with the wide receivers. It's one group, and the offensive linemen and, the pitchers and baseball. And when you have one of your guys released, like Preston Parker was, is that an eye-opener for you?
Yeah, it was tough. It's just a guy who, you fought with and you've been through stuff with. You talked, you've gotten to know him, and you've grown close to him. He's like a brother to me, and then just at the next moment, he's gone, and he's someone who's always had my back. And, I think that we'll always have his back, and we'll be there for him and whatever he needs. But, it was unfortunate, and it is what it is, and we have to move forward, unfortunately. But, yes, it is a tough loss every now and then when you lose a guy who you're close to.
You know what? You could see he has skills, Odell, but he just wasn't catching the ball. What do you think was the issue?
I don't know. I don't really know what the issue was. I think he only dropped like three or four balls. Like, it wasn't, you know what I mean? We all make mistakes. Receivers drop balls, and it just happened to be not the best ending result for him. But I'm fully confident in him and what he's capable of doing. I've seen it, and just wish him the best of luck. And hopefully someone picks him up, because he's a great guy to be on the team with.
Odell, whether it's been during the season or talking to you in the preseason, whenever we asked how good is this football team, it seems like, well, hey, we'll see. We believe in ourselves, but we're going to have to go out there and prove it. So when you lose the two games the way you did, in the fashion that you lost it, did doubt ever creep into that room exactly how good this football team is?
Never. I don't think you ever want to put negative thoughts in your environment, and I've always believed in positive thoughts. And we went 0-2, but there were two games we felt like we should have won, and there was a sense of confidence around the room and just throughout the organization of, we were right there for those wins. We beat ourselves a little bit, and we just need to correct that, and we'll be all right. I think that's what happened.
We're talking with Odell Beckham Jr., his weekly segment on the show. it seems like football players hate Thursday Night Football because it's such a short turnaround. But now that you've won the game, how great is Thursday Night Football? Because now you get 9 days off.
Right. Well, it's great to be able to just relax, and I'm actually face down on a pillow right now, and but just being able to relax and hang out. I still have my family's in town, so be able to see them and just enjoy some time off.
Now, will you spend time on Sunday watching football?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll be tuned in. I know the Dolphins play the Bills. It's a big matchup, so I'll be tuned in to that one for sure.